what I was doing in Italy, I was in Sardinia, which I've never been there before, and it's always been a place I really wanted to go for a very, very long time. And I was able to go. I took a very, very long ferry ride. So I drove to Italy. I took a very long ferry ride. And yeah, I kind of spent a week there, and I was doing some free diving. And some of you know, I kind of am a little bit obsessed with free diving. I love it because the correlations to yoga and meditation are so strong. And the skills that I've developed from yoga and meditation certainly help. And the other way around, actually, which was surprising for me. And this time I had a different teacher, of course, because I was in a different place. And there was something that he said that I want to share with you because it's sitting with me a little bit the last couple of days. And that is, he says the best free divers are not the ones that are the most fit and the most strong and the strongest swimmers. He says the best free divers are those that have trained their mind to go slow when the mind wants to go fast. So usually when you're in a state of anxiety or panic or fear, which can easily happen when you're 20 meters under the water, is to train your mind to go slow in that moment. We want to go fast. It sounds simple, but if you just think of any situation in your life, you want to be somewhere else. You need to get through something to get there. We can turn on the part of our brains that is go fast, super focused, but very multitasking, almost panicking. And to remind yourself, first of all, it's a reminder. Second of all, it's training, because yeah, the brain is conditioned to go fast when we panic or when we're in fear or when we're in stress, to go slow when the mind wants to go fast. If you do that, you're able to see things more clearly as they are, to make better decisions in that moment that could, certainly in the case of free diving, potentially save your life. I don't free dive to the point of putting my life at risk, but you know, you get the point. So yoga can certainly help us train that, which we're going to do now. So just notice if you want to come out of a pose, if you want to quickly get back into a pose, that's another thing. Go slow when the mind wants to go fast. So let's begin. I'm at home, by the way, in case you're wondering. Yeah, for a change. It's quite nice, actually. Okay, so we're going to start sitting down with your legs crossed, but bring your shins parallel to each other as much as it's possible. So this is a little bit into the hips, so take it easy. And then any shin in front, it doesn't matter. Bring your hands on your knees, and we're just going to make circles, paying attention to the low back. So you bring your chest forward, and then you circle to the right. So go in a clockwise direction first. The breathing can be totally relaxed here. And make sure that you make the movement from the low back. So I spent 6 hours in the car yesterday, and this is great after you've been sitting for a long time. But make sure the breath is there. So you sort of arch the chest forward, or arch the back, and you push the chest forward, and then you round in the lower back when you go back, and you use your hands as resistance against the knees. And then slowly come back to center. So you don't just immediately stop the movement, you sort of slow it down and then come back to the center. And then switch. Bring your left shin in front of your right one, or the other way around. Bring your hands to your knees and circle in the opposite direction. Allow the neck to be rather relaxed. You not have a stiff neck on top of your, undulating body. there's some movement in everything. It's quite organic. It should feel good. It's less structured, more fluid. And then slowly come back to the center. And take a moment to be still. Going slow when the mind wants to go fast. Okay, bring your feet together, press down to the balls of the feet and come to stand up at the front edge of your mat with your toes and heels together. And then exhale the breath out. Let's start to move. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach forward, up and arch back. And then exhale, bend your knees, swing arms behind your back, clasping hands together in a fist, and then see if you can extend the legs, relax your neck. The knees can be bent if you need them to be, that's okay. Inhale, bring your hands to the floor, step your right foot back to lunge, look forward, 90-degree angle with the front leg, and then press back, downward facing dog. As you exhale, sit bones up towards the ceiling, chest towards the thighs. Forward to plank pose, inhale, shoulders over the elbows and the wrists. Hinge a little bit forward and exhale, bend your elbows to 90 degrees, or lower knees, chest and chin to the floor. Upward facing dog as you inhale, or come into cobra as you inhale. And exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Make this a breathing exercise. Inhale forward to plank pose, shoulders over the elbows and the wrists. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest, your chin to the floor. Keep your hips lifted, shoulders away from the ears. Slide the body forward, cobra. Inhale of chin and chest. Exhale, tuck your toes, bring your seat to your heels, and then extend the legs, downward facing dog again, neck is relaxed. Look forward, inhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Exhale, left foot joins the right one, straight into forward fold, Uttanasana, neck is relaxed. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach forward, up and arch back, extend the legs. Other side, exhale, bend knees, swing arms behind your back, clasp hands together in a fist, extend your legs. Inhale, hands to the floor, step your left foot back to lunge, look forward. And then press back downward facing dog as you exhale, palms are flat, sit bones high. Plank pose, inhale, shoulders over the elbows and the wrists, slowly, slowly, slowly. Hinge forward, chaturanga, exhale, slowly. Elbows 90 degrees. Upward facing dog or cobra as you inhale, look up. Roll over the toes, downward facing dog, exhale. Plank pose, inhale, shoulders over the elbows and the wrists. Exhale, knees, chest and chin to the floor, hips lifted. Slide the body forward, cobra, inhale of chin and chest. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to the heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward in between your hands. Exhale, right foot joins the left one, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach forward, up and arch back, extend the legs. Exhale, come to stand, hands at your heart center in prayer. Take a moment, be still. Just feel. And exhale, hands by your sides. Take a step out to the side, prepare for Trikonasana, right toes out, left toes in, hips are parallel. Inhale, take your arms up, shoulder height to the side. Exhale, extend out over the right leg, hinge down sideways, straight into triangle pose. Push your hips way forward. Yay, I have a block. You can place one underneath your hand on the outside of your right foot. Lean back with the upper body, extend the left arm up towards the ceiling, look towards the left thumb. Strong in the legs, so you use your quadricep muscles, pull up your kneecaps and breathe. Stillness, slow. Feel into the stretch, into the sensations. One more inhale. And then exhale, look down at your right big toe, but stay in the side bend. And then from here, you're going to lift up your right hand, interlace your fingers behind your back, squeeze your palms together, and open the chest again more. Left shoulder way back. It might be that you're not as low down. That's okay. Breathe. And then from here, you're going to turn your body over your right thigh. So chest over the right thigh. Slight bend in your right knee as you lift your left heel up off the floor. Listen carefully. Inhale, extend to the right leg, and exhale, fold over your right thigh. So the left heel is lifted, so a little bit of balance. If this is too much to have your hands interlaced behind your back, then just bring your hands to the floor. But your right leg is as straight as possible, drawing down to the left heel, even though the left heel is most likely off the floor. And you're working your chest towards your thigh, your forehead towards your shin. So we're working on balance here. Go slow. If you fall out, don't be in a rush to get back in. Focus on the breath. Awareness. And then release your hands to the floor on either side of your right foot. Bend your right knee and press back into downward facing dog as you exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump your feet up in between your hands. Fold forward as you exhale. Straight legs flat back. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, reaching the arms up, palms touch. And exhale. Tadasana, hands by your sides. Take a moment, breathe in. And breathe out, stillness. Again, take a step out to the side. Turn the left toes out, the right toes in. Make sure your hips are level. What I mean is usually the right hip stays up. Drop it down so your hips are level. Inhale, arms up, shoulder height. Exhale, extend out over the left leg, hinge down sideways. Triangle pose, look up towards the right thumb. Full deep breathing. Stay there, one more deep inhale. And exhale, just look down at your left big toe. Lift up your left hand, check that you're using the right muscles, the legs and the tummy. Interlace your fingers behind your back, squeeze your palms together, lean back a little bit more, bring your right shoulder way back, look up. 2 breaths. One more breath. And then look down at the floor. Bend your left knee. Square your chest up over your left leg. Lift your right heel up. So you're in a low lunge. So left knee is at 90 degrees, just to get angle, just to get your balance here. You might need to adjust the back foot and then reach down to the right heel, extend the left leg and lean out over the left leg. Try to bring your chest towards your thigh, your chin towards your shin. It helps to look at your left big toe here and pull your hands over towards the floor in front of you. Breathe. One more breath in and out. And then inhale, bend the left knee, hands to the floor on either side of the left foot. Exhale. Go slow. Inhale, no rush. And then downward facing dog as you exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale forward to plank pose, shoulders over the elbows and the wrists. And exhale, knees, chest and chin to the floor. Lie flat on your belly and bring your forearms to the floor. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Actively pull the chest forward and through. Press the tops of the feet down on the floor, lift the kneecaps up and breathe. Simple Sphinx pose, training the mind to go slow, nothing else happening, just here now. Press down through your hands, through your palms. Lift the elbows up off the floor. Keep the elbows a little bit bent and make sure that your palms still stay flat on the floor, especially the knuckle underneath the forefinger and the thumbs. Actively pull the chest through, elbows move towards each other. Breathe. One more deep inhale. And exhale, forehead to the floor, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck your toes under. Inhale to plank pose, extend through the elbows, strong tummy, exhale, hold. Deep inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, extend your right leg, back and up behind you. Hold as you exhale, hips are level, parallel, strong flex in the right foot. Rounding in the back, inhale, bring the knee to the nose. Exhale, hold. Suck the navel in towards the back body, make the back round. Look forward, and inhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands and exhale, left heel to the floor, 45 degrees. Warrior two, inhale, take your left arm back, the right arm forward and exhale, hold. Gaze over your right middle finger, lengthen through the tailbone, suck the rib cage into the body, deep into warrior two. Still. Make sure you're extending through the left leg, so left quadricep muscle pulls up the left kneecap. And then inhale, slowly extend to the right leg, no rush. So right leg is straight. Exhale, bend the right knee again. Bring your right hand to the floor or a block on the outside of the right foot. Extend your left arm up and over the left ear. Extend the side angle. Spiraling the chest open, rib cage in, lengthen to the tailbone. Squeeze the right knee against the right upper arm and breathe. Strong in the legs. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, hold. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, turn your left toes out, deeply bend your left knee and bring your hands to the floor. Fingertips to the floor, lift your right toes up towards the ceiling. So you extend it to the right leg, you deeply bend into the left knee, you're sinking into the hips, you flip the right foot up. If you can, you would bring your hands together at your heart center, or just keep your hands on the floor, no problem. One deep breath in and out. Good, hands to the floor. Bring your hands on either side of your left foot. Turn your right heel up so you're in a low lunge again to prepare. And then press back, downward facing dog as you exhale. Breathing in And breathing out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, extend the left leg back and up behind you. And hold as you exhale. Rounding in the back. Inhale, bring the knee to the nose. Exhale, hold slowly with control, still here. Look forward. Inhale, step your left foot forward in between your hands. Exhale, right heel to the floor, 45 degrees, and rise of warrior two. Inhale, take your right arm back, your left arm forward, and exhale, deeply sink into the left knee. Breathe in and out. Stay there. Little bit deeper, little bit deeper. Go slow when the mind wants to go fast. Inhale, extend to the left leg slowly. And exhale, bend the left knee again, left hand to the floor or a block on the outside of the left foot. Extend the right arm up and over the right ear. Spiraling the chest open as much as possible. Look up, breathe. One more breath in. And exhale, look down. Stand through both feet, warrior two. Inhale, strong in the legs. It's going to burn a little bit. Exhale, hold. And then inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, turn your right toes out. So your right foot out, deeply bend the right knee. Bring your fingertips to the floor to start with. Left foot flips up, so the toes point up, deep bend in the right knee. Then bring your hands together at your heart center. If you can, 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring both hands to the floor on either side of your right foot. Turn your right toes to face the front edge of your mat. Lift your left heel up so you're in a low lunge. And then press back into downward facing dog again as you exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bring your knees to the floor. Cross your ankles behind you, sit over your feet, extend your legs out in front of you. And then you're going to straddle your legs, open your legs as wide as you can, but make sure that you're sitting high up on the sit bones. So I like to put my hands behind me, press down through the hands and really tilt the sit bones back. So I'm high up in the pelvis. If you feel like you're leaning back and already crunching into the low back, then sit up on a block or a blanket. Flex your feet. Bring your right elbow to the floor on the inside of your right knee. Again, a block can be useful here. Resting the elbow on the block. And then relax the right ear down towards the right shoulder so the neck is relaxed. Extend your left arm up and over your left ear. And hold. It might be that you can actually grab a hold of your right foot with your right hand and your left hand. But be careful, don't collapse your left shoulder forward. Really open across the chest. Relax the neck, and then make sure that you're heavy to the left sit bone, so you're not lifting the left hip up. Rooted, feel the ground beneath both sit bones. Legs are active. It might be that you just got the elbow on the block and you're extending the left arm up here. Working the pose here, no problem. And stay down, take an inhale breath. And exhale, rotate the chest over the right thigh, both hands on either side of the right leg, still heavy in the left sit bone, and lean out over the right leg into a forward fold. Try not to round the back. So elongate to the spine, chest is open. Breathe. One more breath in. Long breath out. First, look up as you inhale to indicate no rush to pop out. Then exhale, slowly come out. Take a pause here for a moment in the center. Just feel. On the other side, bring the left elbow to the floor or a block. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Already here, start to open the chest. Then extend the right arm up. Maybe you stay here, or if you're going deeper, grab a hold of your foot with both hands, spiraling the chest open. Don't sacrifice opening in the chest. Otherwise, you lose on that nice stretch into the whole right side body, into the back. It's a nice stretch for the low back also. One more breath in. And exhale, rotate the chest over the left thigh and fold forward over the left leg. Long in the spine, open across the chest, heavy through the right sit bone. And keep trying to bring the ribcage more and more over the left thigh. Inhale, look up. Exhale, come up. Stay in the center, breathe in. And breathe out. And then bend your knees. Grab your knees, or the backs of your knees with your hands, and then bring your knees together. And then drop your knees out to the sides, soles of the feet together, and then pull your feet close into your body. Turn your feet open. So use your hands to turn your feet open. So the soles of your feet face up. Sit bones way back. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. So you want to press your elbows into your thighs, not in an effort to force the knees down, but more in an effort to encourage the knees out to the sides so that you can get deeper into the forward fold, stretching the lower back and of course the insides of the legs. No rounding in the back. There is a version where we do round the back. This is not it. Stay. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, knees together. And then just rest your forehead on your knees. Look up. Extend your legs out in front of you. Extend your arms out in front of you and uncurl the spine, one vertebra at a time. And come to lie down on your back. And then from here, you're going to bend your knees. Place your feet flat on the floor. Feet are hip distance apart so that you can touch your heels with your fingertips. And then inhale, lift your pelvis up. Hips go up for Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Interlacing your fingers on the mat behind you and walk your shoulders in towards each other as much as they'll go. Keep puffing up the chest towards the chin and keeping the knees in line with the hips. Breathe in and out. Stay there, just breathe. Stillness. One more breath in. Release your hands and exhale, bring your seat down to the floor. Rest your knees against each other for a moment. Extend your legs up towards the ceiling. Flex your feet. Bring your hands on either side of your thighs. Lift the shoulder blades up off the floor. Head comes up off the floor. Pull the navel down in towards the back body. Okay, so keep lifting the shoulders up off the floor, the head up off the floor. You're going to inhale here and then exhale, release or extend your right leg out and down towards the floor. Don't touch the floor with your foot. So just hover the heel a few centimeters above the floor, sucking the navel in towards the back body. Inhale, lift the right leg back up to center. And exhale, left leg lowers down towards the floor. Hold it just a few centimeters. Make sure you're sucking the navel in, no pressure in the low back. Inhale. Let's connect movement with breath. Exhale, right heel down towards the floor. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, left leg lowers. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, right leg lowers. Good. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, left leg lowers. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, head to the floor, hug your knees into your chest and gently rock from side to side. And then bring your feet to the floor, take your block. Slide it underneath the sacrum. If you have one, well, you have a sacrum, hopefully. If you have a block, and then extend your legs up towards the ceiling. If you don't have a block, just extend your legs up towards the ceiling. If you don't have a sacrum, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Hands on either side of the hips, the palms face up, close your eyes. Be still. Allow the breath to normalize. So organic, natural breath now. Stillness. Bend your knees, feet to the floor. Take the block out, seat down, and extend your legs for a mini Shavasana. Just rest now, lying down on your back, everything still. And then slowly, gradually take your arms above your head. Stretch it out, fingertip to toe tip. Relax again. Flop back into the floor. Still going slowly. Knees to the chest, roll to your right side. Pause here for a moment on your side. And then pressing yourself up to sit. And find a comfortable seated, cross-legged meditative position. With the legs crossed, resting your hands on your knees. Close your eyes. And hone your senses even more into this moment. What can you observe? Use your senses. Sound. Feeling. Touch. The air against your skin. Atmosphere. Are you alive to any smells? No preference, no aversion, just observe. Are you aware of the specific taste in your mouth? Try to cultivate an attitude of appreciation for this moment as it's playing out before you. No other moment like it. If you look closely enough, this right now is a unique moment. And you can choose to stay longer in the meditation. And if you're coming out, bring your hands together at your heart center, your chin to your chest. Sincerely acknowledging your effort and thanking yourself for waking up early, for doing this practice, for giving yourself this precious time. Namaste.